1 second, YouTube. How we all doing this fine afternoon? It is a cool Saturday afternoon. One of my fans sent me some of this deodorant. I've been wearing it. A Lester pheromone-infused deodorant. And I find it pairs great with the Bond pheromone soap. Named after the famed witch Aleister Crowley, or warlock, sorcerer, whatever you want. Practitioner would be a more appropriate word. How you cool cobras doing this fine afternoon? By the title of the video, you guessed it. It is a Sydney Watson video response. Now, here's the trippy part of it. I tried uploading this video earlier, and it would get to about 0% processed, and then it would not go any further. So I said, you know what? We're just going to do the video live. I mean, if you think this Cradle of Filth t-shirt is offensive, then have I got a video response for you. Don't say I didn't warn you. This video is going to be a little bit edgy, and we're going to talk about some things. This is going to be an adult discussion, so there may be some cussing involved, and on top of that, the fact that we have to have this conversation is the saddest part of it all. So, yeah, I'm going to sit back, relax, grab a cold beer, whatever you like to drink on. I'm going to drink on some water. Put my phone on airplane mode so my trolls couldn't bug me while I'm doing the video, because I don't want any distractions while we're doing this video. All right, so YouTube. First of all, it's a Sydney Watson video response. Hell yeah. But from now on, I think I'm going to, if I'm doing a video response directly on the live stream, not just as a part of it, you know, it helps to include the title, like RE ... and then the title of the video. That's how you do it. I don't even know where to start, man. Just holy crap. Sydney Watson published a video May 21st, 2020, entitled "White Guy Tries to Change His Race Using Tanning Injections. What even is this?" I gave the video a like. I am a subscriber of Sydney Watson's. If you could do me a solid and subscribe to her channel, that would be pretty freaking sweet. Now, yeah. We're going to use Google to assist us with this video later on. We'll get to that. But, yeah. I figured while I wait for the AdSense money to come in, let's continue making live videos, because I do that for the fans, to entertain you and to change things. Getting the money from YouTube and the fans who support me, that's just a bonus. I made a sweet food review video last night. I'm going to upload that after the live stream. Shout out to Sydney Watson and the Rock Club Nation. Hell yeah. Yep. Which, I'm going to say some things that you might hate me for saying it, or it might make you think. One of the two. That's usually the response I get when I make these kinds of videos talking about race issues or gender-based standards or dating advice. Yeah, buddy. Drinking some water out of the Hogwarts Crest cup. I use this as a microphone because it has acoustics. It echoes just a little bit. A lot of my fans want to be on the Discord and hang out with me, but you know, I got a lot of tight-knit people in that community that watch my back and, you know, are true fans. So, oof. Sometimes it's a 24-hour job weaving in and out of the trolls and dealing with a bunch of bullshit, because there are people out there who literally spend their entire day trolling me, trying to fuck with me, and it's pretty sad. And you'll see them use this stupid cell phone app. They'll call me, and then the number shows up as like my dad or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I answer it thinking it's my dad, like, hey, what's up? And then some idiot with some other recorded voice is fucking with me. And it's just like, oh, ha, you got me, you know. But I'm not going to be dealing with that this live stream because I put my phone on airplane mode. You know, and yeah, don't say I didn't warn you. This video is going to get edgy. It's going to be a little controversial. It's going to talk about some sensitive topics. There's this fad where people are injecting themselves with tanning solution to make their skin darker. Bodybuilders are doing it too for whatever reason. Injecting yourself and potentially giving yourself skin cancer is not going to really make your muscles bigger, so I don't understand why they do that, but I did, of course, like I said, age restrict the live stream because I smoke tobacco, and tobacco is for adults 21 or older, just like alcohol, and occasionally I drink on my channel. I don't have to drink all the time on my channel to make a video or have a good time, but this is just ridiculous. I tell you what, if you want to watch along with this craziness, I want to post the link in the chat. Yeah, buddy. I'm not trying to ignore the chat necessarily. This is basically a video response to this video right here. If you could subscribe to this YouTuber, that'd be pretty sweet. Not trying to get with her or nothing, just being a fellow YouTuber, helping another fellow YouTuber out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Of course, because I make videos responding to Sydney Watson, and because she's a female, my trolls might try to harass her, and we don't need that. Just no, we don't. No, that's the sad part of it, is even though trolls try to stop me from getting a girlfriend, I still talk to chicks. And wearing tactical soap helps with my confidence. I have Asperger's, and sometimes being social is really not my strongest suit. But when I wear Bond tactical soap, and the general response from women is, you smell good. I like the way you smell. I'm like, what black magic is this? I love this soap. Tactical soap kicks ass. And with the coupon code KINGCOBRA, you can get 10% off. Tactical soap was started by a single dad just trying to raise his kids and improve the dating scene for fellow adults. Which I think is a pretty humble beginning, to be quite honest. You see this dude with long hair just acting really cocky, talking about how the soap you shower with is shit. And I'm like, yeah, tactical soap is the shit, my dude. Now, fortunately, Scott Carr, the owner of Tactical Soap, was in a good position where money really wasn't that big of an issue. He could raise his kids and work at home if he wanted to, you know. But he had an idea and a pursuit. It's the American dream. You have an idea, you make it happen. It's not just the American dream, it's a dream in general for a lot of people. You have a dream and a goal, you set forth, you make it happen. Now, even though Reddit sucks, the irony of it is while Reddit's being used to troll me and millions of others, it's also being used for internet discussion. So if Reddit hadn't been created, Scott Carr wouldn't have discovered that article on pheromones, and I probably wouldn't be wearing the Bond tactical soap. So in some ways, Reddit is helpful. In some ways, it's not. I watched the Bulldog Mentality Mindset video with Scott Carr's interview. And Yeppers, hit the like button if you want to see me do a review on that one. All right. But speaking of video responses, this is a Sydney Watson video response. A shout out to Sydney Watson, who is the Australian immigrant who has migrated to America. She loves living here. But part of her channel is just talking about the weird shit that goes on in our society. When you watch it, you're just like, And when, believe me, it's weird. And yeah, when you're doing videos like this, you have to be very delicate with it, especially if you're pasty goth white like I am. You might offend certain people. But and I've dealt with racism as a white person, but not to the degree of others have faced. An example I will give you, when I was filming the documentary, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings using the bathroom, and there were a bunch of others just standing in there rapping, hanging out with friends. I'm all nodding my head to the rap, getting into it, like, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily trying to join the group in the rapping, just being casual, not trying to start any trouble, you know. The urinal was out of order, which, you know, I didn't mind. It's understandable. It happens. Buffalo Wild Wings makes delicious wings, yo, I'm just saying. But, yeah, the stall became available, so I go in there. Like a mature adult, I lock the door and go to take a piss. And one of them takes a wet paper towel and tries to throw it at me. It went over the stall and into the stall next to me. And one of them shouted, "Gothic King Cobra is a racist." And I was like, do I even know these people? What the fuck did I do to you? But then I stopped and thought about it, and I'm like, getting mad is not going to solve anything. It's not going to make the race issue go away. So instead, I made a joke about it. I said, well, I guess I'm white trash. And then I finished taking a piss. I go to wash my hands, and they're just mean mugging me like. And then when I get out of the bathroom and eat 12 of the hottest wings Buffalo Wild Wings had to offer, and even though I didn't complete it in the required time limit, I still finished them. So I'm like, dude, I got bigger fish to fry. I don't got time for this, you know? And really reacting to that kind of bullshit's only gonna, because even though they're being immature in that kind of situation, if you overreact to it, society pegs you as a racist just because you're white. And if you say that's unfair, Let me tell you something about unfair, my dude. Hashtag Black History. Oh, yes, I said it. And you know what? I'm not black, but I just said that. You know why I said that? Because points, okay, will make sense when I respond to this video like, holy crap. There's this YouTuber called Nuka Zook, or as I like to call him, Nuka Puke. He literally got mad at a black woman for marrying a white dude and called her a race traitor. Says the guy who wants to do the things he wants to do. Oh, wait. He's like a white ruckus. And I made a Boondocks reference because that's the fucking truth. All these damn crackers, I tell you what. The damn NASCAR and their Red Man shoe and their Everclear. The Jack Daniels. Ewy. You take some Mountain Dew, some Everclear, some Jack Daniels, and some milk can moonshine, and you mix all four of them into one glass. I call that liquid redneck. Yep. And you don't need much of all of them, just a splash of each one. You know. You pour a little bit more Mountain Dew on top just to sweeten it out a bit. I tell you what, that would fuck anyone up. And speaking of drink combos, I have the window open. It's chilly outside, but I don't care. Speaking of drink combos, I'll have that drink combo, the Cobra's Cotton Candy drink combo. I'm trying to make that happen. If we can't make it happen, it is what it is. We'll do something different. I try to come up with new, interesting drink combos for the fans to watch. Like, dude, that looks weird. Why would you drink that? Or maybe that looks good. It's usually one of the two. But, yeah, let's get into the Sydney Watson video, shall we? For those of you just tuning in, we're about to do a video response to a Sydney Watson video entitled, White Guy Tries to Change His Race Using Tanning Injections. I literally could not make this up even if I tried. And a reference to my last live stream, you have people who are also claiming to be trans disabled. You got people now who are trying to claim transracial and or trans disabled. And I find that highly offensive. Because back in my day, if you did blackface, you were considered a racist. And injecting tanning solution into your skin so that you look black is just a really modern way of blackface, basically. That's the way I look at it. But if you call these transracial folks out on their racisms, you get labeled a transphobe and a bigot. And I'm like, has the world gone mad? To quote Gomez Addams from the Addams Family. It's ridiculous. You even literally have some people identifying as autistic as a gender because they're trans disabled. When I heard about that, that just made my fucking blood boil, dude. I was not properly diagnosed with Asperger's until I was 13. I literally had to spend 13 years of my life going from doctor to doctor going, what does Josh have? What makes him tick like a clock? Tick tock, tick tock. TikTok videos in my clock tower would be sick. But no, seriously, it was like being poked and prodded as a zoo exhibit. Like, what makes him tick? Ooh. And the amount of prescription drugs they had me on when I was younger, Zoloft, Ritalin, Strattera, just to name a few. Ugh, I hated taking that shit. And then come to find out some of the side effects that are long-term from those pills are way worse. Some bullshit if you ask me. Like, oh yeah, it might treat your ADHD or your autism, but it'll give you a shit ton of side effects you don't need. Sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? I want to leave the window cracked, but yeah, it's a little chilly. Ridiculous. All right, so let's just get it done with this. I appreciate the videos that Sydney Watson makes, but holy crap, they have a way of just making you look at life like, why is this a thing? When you watch some of the videos that she makes, you ask yourself that question, why is this a thing? Oof. All right, Sydney Watson video response. White guy tries to change his race using tanning injections. What even is this?
I hate this so much that I love it. That's all I can say.
You're fucking telling me.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to my channel. Before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by slug.com. Very cool. So society has been very depressing lately, and I can certainly relate to that feeling.
Oh, society's been very depressing lately. No. Because we're totally not going through a goddamn pandemic, which hope y'all are staying safe out there during the quarantine. That's why I'm making these live streams. You're sitting at home, bored out of your mind, and then you're like, hey, who's this autistic asshole with his Jesus is a C-bomb t-shirt? That's controversial. Oh, you think that's controversial? Oh, have I got a video response for you? So, yeah, check out Sydney Watson's channel. Watch along with me if you like. Hold on a second. This cup's cool, but I got a cup you can make tea out of. Where is it? Aha. There it is. I mean, if you're gonna make tea in a coffee mug, is that like not the most gothic tea mug you've ever seen? Look at that shit. That's metal as shit, man. To make tea or not to make tea, that is the question, isn't it? Really a joke. References. Because the tea mug is shaped like a skull, and if you don't get the reference, then what the fuck are they teaching you in these schools? Lipton, 100% all natural. Not a sponsor. Plug it. Now, I'm sure there's a tea drinking purist out there who's going to look at me and scoff because I microwave my shit. But you know what? That's all right, because if I really wanted a pot of tea, I could just use my old school percolator, put a bunch of tea bags where the coffee goes, fill it with hot water, plug it in, and it does the same thing as a teapot, only it makes it bigger. So I get a percolator coffee mug, a percolator coffee maker size full of delicious hot tea. That right there, YouTube, is a life hack. I mean, if you're a tea drinking purist and you're such a tea drinking purist that you're practically a snob about it, you're just not living life, dude. You're way too, I don't know, tense about things. Like, fuck is that? Now, for like 2 minutes and 34 seconds, we'll have a nice piping hot cup of tea. Look at that. All right. White guy tries to change his face using tanning injections. What even is this? Yeah, I don't know what to make of it either, honestly. This is quite frustrating. I'm not even black, and I'm offended by it just because white people already get enough crap for being racist, even when some of us aren't. And this is just going to make it worse. Was that a little too far? Oh, look, he's being a transracial phobe. You trans racist? Could you imagine that being a thing? You trans racist? It's like, wait a minute. When did... I don't even want to go down that road right now. It's just, no. Ugh. Where do we draw the line? We'll get into that. We'll get into it. Let's just play the video.
I've come to accept that I am now a troglodyte and have absolutely no interest in seeing the sun. No melanin for me. Although that joke will make a lot more sense once we get into the meat and potatoes of this video. But because I know a portion of you can relate to the sads, I figured we would just have a laugh in today's video. Because I'm thinking of your feelings. You're welcome. So let's talk about self-hating white people and this whole transracial phenomenon.
Like I said, YouTube, I could not make this up even if I tried. Transracial, self-hating white phenomenon. We're literally, I don't even know how to, it's a flip. Like, it's a flip of, you know, things are changing, times are changing. Like, I may have cataracts, but I'm going, am I seeing this right? People are actually doing this crap. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I should go check up on that tea right quick. I'll be right back. This is ridiculous, YouTube. And by all accounts, I would call that done. And wonderful. I didn't spill any of it either. Microwaving it. Hey, YouTube. I'm teabagging my cup. Get it? That's so inappropriate. I'm sorry. That was just... Tea is delicious. It's good for antioxidants, and that's the truth. Yes, I drink tea, I drink coffee, I drink soda pop, I drink water, I drink alcohol. You got to stay hydrated. I'll drink energy drinks, sports drinks. I've even had coconut water that comes in like the paper bottles. That stuff's good too, like the one with the mango.
In And if you don't know what that is, you're in for a treat.
Comment all that shit. Did that make you win money? No.
Which brings us to some of the cringiest nonsense I've ever seen in my life. So a few weeks ago,
For it to be cringy enough to really make her act like that, ooh-wee. No, you don't even know the half of it, dude. You don't even know the half of it. Holy crap, YouTube. If you want to watch along with this video, I'll link it again in the chat here. This is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, beyond fucking ridiculous. I don't even, like, this is how I can react to shit like this. Yeah, ignore the troll comments. You can't be transnationality. Okay, that doesn't work. That just, no. The comment was so stupid. Like, wow. Such an obvious troll comment that got you blocked. Back to the Sydney Watson response video.
A YouTuber called Pay Money Wubby made a video about a guy who's been injecting himself with a chemical.
Okay, so a YouTuber by the name of Pay Money Wubby made a video about people who are injecting themselves with tanning solution. Why? Because you do realize that when you become 50 or 60 years old, you're going to look like a leather handbag. Because, you know, that tan and that tattoo looks really cute on you when you were like 24, 25, but now it's you're 65. Oh-wee. Okay, because here's the thing of it. You can't be transnationality, otherwise you'd have people lying about being native just to get benefits, and that would be really shitty. We don't need that. Fuck off. That's the truth. We already got these fucking assholes who are pretending to be disabled because they're trans disabled, and now you got, no, fuck off, dude. Ooh.
Called melanotan in the hopes of becoming black. Now,
the chemical is melanotan. In the hopes of becoming black, you see a lot of white people. Okay, you can't just inject yourself with melatonin to make yourself black. It doesn't work like that. It just, no. If you were born black, that's different. And then you have a case of where people have some black ancestors, but they were born white. So they think, you know, it's a really weird world we live in. I'm literally like, the fact that we have to have this conversation is ridiculous. But this T-Mug is fucking sick. One of the fans sends it. Hell yeah. I shit you not. This is a thing. People are injecting this tanning chemical into their skin in the hopes of becoming black. And then she talks about Nuka Puke because he makes everyone sick with his wigger wannabe ass. I said it with a W. Calm down.
This chemical is predominantly used for getting a tan, meaning that in order for it to work, you actually have to go into the sun or into a tanning salon and onto a tanning bed. Because who cares about skin cancer when you're the wrong race? Apparently a lot of fitness people and bodybuilders use these injections, so yeah. It's a thing. But our boy is specifically using it to become black because he genuinely believes that he is a black man stuck in a white man's body.
Do you know how many movies they've made fun of? Like, seriously. I'm reminded of 102 Dalmatians, of that goddamn parrot who thinks he's a dog. Or that episode of fucking South Park where Kyle becomes a tall basketball player and his dad becomes a fucking dolphin. Are you kidding me? Alia D, Recept, Malibu's Most Wanted. What's that one movie where the black dude thought he was white and the white dude thought he was black and they were best friends? Like, come on, dude. You hear about this crap, you see people making fun of it. I mean, here's the thing of it, though, okay? When Dave Chappelle makes fun of white people, he doesn't paint his face white. That's the difference. But now, before you judge me too harshly, like, who is this Nuka Zeus motherfucker? More like Puka Zeus. But here's the thing of it. I do believe the African-American culture has a word or two words for white dudes or white people who try to act black. Two words are irritating and ignorant. Looking at you like, who the fuck is this honky? And if you don't know who Nuka Zeus is, don't bother looking him up. It's part of the Sydney Watson video response. Nuka Zeus literally is injecting himself with these tanning solutions to make himself look black because he genuinely believes he's a black man trapped in a white man's body. And here's the thing of it. Have you guys seen the Friday movies? The Friday movies are freaking hilarious. One of my favorite characters in that series shouts the line, "Respect my gangster!" Just because I like that character in the movie doesn't mean I'm going to start acting black. That's the difference, dude. Like, come on. I mean, this doesn't surprise me in the society we live in where that one woman said she was an attack helicopter. I'm like, what drugs is she on, man? What fucking drugs is she on, man? That's ridiculous. Oh, this here is Bob. What's wrong with Bob? Why is he locked up in the nut house? Well, thing of it is, Bob thinks he's a golden retriever. Oh, really? It's like a furry? Like, no, dude. He literally thinks he's a dog. He eats his own poop. He drinks out of toilets. He's humping people's legs. It's bad, dude. We tried getting him a golden retriever to help with his therapy. He ended up trying to fuck it. So we just said, fuck it. We're going to lock him up in the asylum in a nice quiet mattress room and where he won't hurt no one or himself. And that'll just be the end of it. Or at least in Nuka Zeus's case, I think he needs some counseling. I really do. Honestly, I'm glad he has a couple of black friends that are willing to accept him for who he is or who he thinks he is. You know, in all fairness, the world needs more friends. Like true friends, you know? Yeah. I drink tea, I eat spicy food that keeps my immune system quite healthy. People are always like, oh my God, you hardly ever get sick. I'm jealous. What's your secret? Spicy food and hot tea.
And that is a sentence I never thought I'd say.
No
What up,
shit.
y'all? Nuka Zeus here, representing that black power, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that is a tattoo that says Black
Oh
Power.
my god, I can't. Oh my god, dude. That first clip of him. Oh my god, YouTube. I was laughing so fucking hard. You know, like when you see ISIS trying to act like the US Marines with their stupid ISIS training videos, and you just start laughing because you're like, huh, you wish you guys were as badass. This is about just like that, only to a less severe degree. All the motherfuckers that were like, oh, Cobra and his powers, yeah, right. I've been casting dark spells against ISIS for years, and the U.S. finally took down their leader. So what was this about Cobra's magic? Say what? Yeah, exactly. Meantime, you got Nuka Puke Zeus motherfuck over here like, remember, this guy's white. Just remember that. Yeah.
Injections that I inject into myself as an experimental drug supposedly makes your pigments work in overtime to produce more melanin in the skin.
Experimental drug, he says. I don't think that's the only experimental drugs that Nuka Zeus is doing. Oh, man. Now, luckily, the town he lives in is, I guess, accepting of his situation. I don't know. But if Nuka Zeus tried pulling this shit in Compton, he'd get his ass capped so fucking quickly. So fucking quickly. Or like the roughest, most ghettoest part of Los Angeles or some big inner city like that. Nah, dude, this guy would get shot so fucking quickly. They would be like, who is this punk-ass motherfucker over here? They'd be like, who the fuck is this guy? I've seen some crazy people, but this guy. This guy.
So after a couple months, our friend is actually looking pretty dark.
And you can now see photos of Nuka Zeus after the injections and after a couple of months of the injections. Here's the thing of it. I practice black magic and demon magic, Tai Chi, electrokinesis, telekinesis, power of the mind type shit. But if I got a tattoo that said black power on my arm that represented black magic, that shit wouldn't fly. I'm just saying. That's why I sport a pentagram on my ring. That's why my cobra right here has a pentagram on the head. I mean, for real. And this is living proof that the power of the mind is a wondrous thing. If you believe in it hard enough, you can convince yourself of damn near anything. Like, holy fuck.
So much so that his tattoo is actually starting to make sense.
I finally get it. See, I've been wondering why people online, some of these people online, choose to attack me.
Okay, Nuka Zeus, do you know why people are attacking you? Because white people wearing dreads or beaded hair is considered culturally inappropriate. Well, when you learn the reason why it's culturally inappropriate to wear beaded hair or braided hair like that, let's use Google. Yeah, we're in the midst of a Sydney Watson video response. Who was the first race to wear braids in their hair?
According to Birdie, braiding started in Africa with the Himba people of Namibia, says Alyssa Pace of Bamain Salon. These people have been braiding their hair for centuries.
So according to Alyssa Pace of a salon, it started in Africa. So I can see why black people would get offended if white people braid their hair. But to be fair, and this is going to be a little harsh, but it's not the worst thing white people have done to you. You know? Imagine what Rosa Parks would say. You're like, you want a bitch because they're preserving our culture with the hair? As long as they're not trying to act black, who gives a shit? You're allowed to sit wherever the fuck you want on the bus, and you want to bitch about that? Ooh. And here's the best part of it. Obama was black. You know? So, like... But here's my take on it, and I'm not trying to be racist. If you are at a job, okay, that says you cannot wear that hair, but your white coworkers can, I would get a different job, homie. That's all I'm saying. Like, you got to consider the position and the job you're applying for. And that's true for me, too. You know, if I were to show up, if I were to show up to a fancy business establishment dressed all goth and my goth makeup on, they tell me, why are you here? If people were walking around in business suits and what have you, and the men and women were dressed very professionally, they would look at me like, why are you here? And if they told me, oh, you want a job here? Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you want to go work at Hot Topic or Spencer's, I believe the mall's that way. Furthermore, black people are allowed to become cops now, and they have been for a while. So you want to bitch about the braiding, I get it, but at the same time, you can look at it as they're preserving your culture in some way. If they're not acting black like Nuka Zeus is, you know. And think about it. Black people are offended by blackface. And look at what Nuka Zeus is doing. It's like the ultimate form of blackface. Are you kidding me? I'm not even black, and Nuka Zeus offends me. That's all I'm saying. Who was the first race to wear dreads in their hair?
According to Wikipedia, historians have uncovered Roman accounts stating that the Celts wore their hair like snakes and that several Germanic tribes and Vikings were known to wear dreadlocks.
So Africans were the first to start the braids, and Hindus and Vikings were the first to wear dreads. You learn a lot just by doing a little bit of Google research. Yeah, buddy. Now, furthermore, could you imagine if a neo-Nazi asshole walked up to a black dude who had his head shaved and said, you can't wear that hair because that's a skinhead haircut? I mean, the idea of it sounds stupid, not to be offensive or go too far, but they'd be like, what hair, cracker? There's none there, you know? It doesn't work like that. And if that kind of thing happened, that person would be called a racist, regardless if they were neo-Nazi or not. If a white person told someone else, hey, you can't wear that hair, that's our hair, we would get called a racist. You know what I'm saying? But if we wear the hair, we get called culturally insensitive. That's what we call a double standard, ladies and gentlemen. And racial double standards also divide us, just like gender-based standards. And the thing of it is, and this is something I want you to think about, YouTube, anyone watching, listening, people are not born racist. People are not born sexist. It's the way our society conditions people. You know what I'm saying? People are conditioned into that behavior, either through the way they're raised or through the way they're treated. And that's just the sad truth of it.
Side note though, can someone please explain to me how wearing box braids is considered cultural appropriation, and somehow, for some reason, this is fine? Help.
Exactly. Okay, there's a reason. Exactly, that's a fair point, Sydney. And they're not called box springs, they're called braids, but yeah, you get what she was saying. Exactly my point. If doing blackface and wearing braids in your hair as a white person is considered culturally offensive, then how is Nuka Zeus not considered offensive? That's what I don't get either. Even I'm trying to make sense of this, and I can't. Like, I can get why wearing braids in your hair if you're not of African descent, I could see how that's politically offensive to some degree. But, oof. This video I make is probably going to make a lot of people think and a lot of people uncomfortable, but you know what? Oh. And that's not my goal. My goal is to make the racial tension go away. But sometimes that involves talking about controversial topics like this Nuka Puke motherfucker.
Help me understand. Anyway, there's a lot of weird content on this guy's Instagram and YouTube. This is a picture of his car because why not? But possibly the weirdest thing about this guy and his channel is that he is a white guy who thinks he's a black man who hates white people.
And there we go. The bigger mystery of it all, YouTube. Nuka Zook thinks he is a black man trapped in a white man's body who hates white people. You cannot make this shit up even if you tried. He's like literally a white Uncle Ruckus. Them goddamn crackers, I'll tell you what, in their fucking NASCAR. That's the second time I've made that joke. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, because that's the fucking truth. He's like a white Uncle Ruckus. If you don't get the reference, then you probably don't watch anime. And the point I'll make again, Dave Chappelle's a funny-ass motherfucker, but when he makes fun of white people, he doesn't put on white makeup and do whiteface. You know? And I laugh at that shit. I'm like, whenever Dave Chappelle starts acting white and does his white guy voice, it makes me laugh. Because I can laugh at my own race. But this guy... Nuka Zook makes me sick. You know how, like, when you're just like, hey, man, that doesn't represent all of us, women, men, people. You get what I'm saying, where that one crazy or weird or just random asshole makes the rest of you look bad. And you're just like, that doesn't represent all of us. We're not all like that. What? Nah, dude, you're embarrassing your own race. Just stop. What's next? Is that a freaking musket? What do you have? Where did you get that? A gift from the homeland. If you didn't get that reference, then you need to watch Malibu's Most Wanted. Because literally, and if you think, okay, Josh, you're being kind of harsh on Nuka Zeus, bro. Wait till you see some of the content he produces. And then you'll think to yourself, you know what? No, yeah, you know what? Cobra's justified in what he's saying. He's telling it like it is. Spitting that venom in his truth. To be fair, I'm a damn good rapper, but just because I'm good at rap doesn't mean I try to act black. I mean, really.
Is this considered racism? Yeah. How does this work? It doesn't. I mean, this guy hates us and I guess himself enough.
Self-racism. Now I've seen
to have
everything.
tattooed on his arm, "F whites."
Yeah, he literally has 2 tattoos on his arm. One tattoo says "fuck whites," the other one says "black power." Are you kidding me? Because let's fight oppression with more oppression. That'll fix everything, right? That'll put an end to racism by being more racist. That's like saying, hey, there's a fire. Let's put it out with gasoline. I need to grab my my vape pen, which I have filled with some CBD oil and some hemp strax. CBD oil right here that the fans sent me. 1,000 milligrams of CBD oil. It's also got a little bit of that Space Jam e-liquids for a little bit of nicotine. And the thing of it is, the hemp strax is not designed for vape pens, so you only want to do a couple drops of that to mix with your e-liquid, but it works. A couple rips of that CBD oil and it hits you. You're just like, ah. Vaping is also for people 21 years of age or older. Now, I literally don't know what to make of this. My brain is having a hard time processing this whole Nuka Zeus bullshit. I may be autistic, but goddamn, dude. It's ridiculous, YouTube.
Just throwing it all out there. And you know, the thing is, this guy freely admits to this racism. He admits that he hates white people. Somehow, and I don't know how, it has managed to escape his attention that he too is white. He even refers to white people as cave beasts.
Yeah, Nuka Zeus literally refers to people as cave beasts. You cannot make this up. Holy shit, dude. I'm sitting here like, wow. This is some shit, YouTube.
What the fuck is up, YouTube?
Hey, what's up, Darth Liddy?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, I'll be there shortly. Hell yeah. Let's step off camera for a second. I'm sitting here enjoying my weekend, and now we got a homie coming over. Now it's a party. Darth Liddy. All right. Let me just step off camera and throw on my jeans. I'll be right back. Can't show anything on YouTube. You want to live stream? I think this would be awesome to get Darth Liddy's perspective on this. I swear, YouTube, you know what it feels like sometimes? I'll tell you what it feels like. Can we just unplug 2020 and get a redo? No? Well, okay. Let's just make the best of it, I guess. I mean, we're in the middle of a fucking goddamn epidemic, pandemic, COVID-19 bullshit. And then to make matters worse, we got some white honky motherfucker trying to do blackface because he really believes he is black. I don't even know anymore, man. All I know is, you know, we got to keep ourselves contained and sane in these crazy times. Because I tell you what, YouTube, we are definitely living in some crazy times, dude. Oh-wee. Oh, my God. I mean, there are people out there who get offended by my Jesus is a C-bomb t-shirt. Rightfully so, because they're Christian or Catholic and they're, you know. But what would Jesus do? Turn the other cheek, said the satanic asshole. Ha-ha. And furthermore, Nuka Zeus is like 4 times more offensive than my Cradle of Filth t-shirt. But I guess being offended is subject to really how's your tolerance level for it? Like how much can you take before you're just like, oh, now I'm offended? You know, it's just I'll be right back, Tubes, to continue this badass video response. To not a lot.
Brought a bag of wonders.
A bag of wonders, you say?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, brother. That's what's up. Cool, man. The same flavor. Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, Mountain Dew, yes. Not against cigarettes. Wait. I know.
No, Darth Funny is a good friend of mine, and we share chips because because that's what we do. Like, if I got a bag of Doritos and he wants some, I'm like, have some, you know? And that was, and now my trolls make fun of me for that because I was flipping them off and saying, I told them the first time that he said I could have the rest. And then they kept on going, oh, well.
Yeah, today was definitely one of those days that I was like, I am not fucking getting dressed. So I'm in my fucking house slippers.
Right, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, 1 second, step around here. And crack that window. There we go. Sweet. Yeah. Well, thank you for the Mountain Dew. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Mountain Dew kicks ass. Show that logo. Not a sponsor. Oh, it's the green goodness. It's the green goodness. It's the green goodness. It's the green. Oh, yeah.
Rocky Mountain piss water.
Tip, tap, pop. Crack the seal open. Oh, hashtag fresh bottle.
Hashtag crisp.
Hashtag refreshing.
Hashtag I lost my fucking lighter.
Hashtag do the do. Hashtag abbreviated. I was going to say, if you lost your lighter, bro, I'm sure we could find one laying around here. Hell yeah. That's what's up. So, there's this guy by the name of Nuka Zeus who thinks he's black and that he hates white people, but he was born white. Yeah. It's a mess of shit, man. I don't even know where to start, man. It's just
Yeah, there's actually been a few people like that in history.
That's the sad part of it.
Yeah, actually,
Cave beast.
there was one
No, my
African
dude.
American that
That's
ended up,
feminists.
I just
joining the KKK.
Huh.
Got pretty close to top ranked, and then they found out he wasn't no white.
That's some shit, dude. So apparently there is some self-racisms.
But on the other hand, he was also completely blind.
Yeah.
It's like white people because of the color of their skin and their nationality. So yes, I guess I am racist. I hate white people just
Hey, Nuka Puke, have you looked in the mirror lately?
because of the color of their skin.
You can inject yourself with as many tanning injections as you want. You're never going to be black, dude.
The nationality and, you know, other reasons too. But yes, so yes, I am a racist towards white people.
Is this the pinnacle of dumb? Did we finally make it? Is this the Holy Land?
Oh, it just literally just makes me want to go on a killing spree. Like literally just want to go outside and kill every cave beast that I see and keep going until I get put in my grave. I would love to live in the world of nothing but black people.
Okay, so Nuka Zeus is so delusional, he literally wants to hurt other white people and then in turn hurt himself. This guy's a fucking nut job. How the fuck is Nuka Zeus not on a terrorist watch list? How the fuck has he not been arrested for making terroristic threats? Are you serious, dude? Ay. How do these things work? I don't even... That was a really bad soda pun, but no, seriously. What do you make of this idiot?
Don't
know. Yeah, it's hard to think what to make of him. It's just like, he's offensive. He's just, ugh. First thing I think of is Malibu's Most Wanted. I'm serious. Is that a freaking musket?
Is harmony. I swear to God, I will blow up a motherfucking Billy Creek like I need to join ISIS. I need to join some other motherfucker. I don't give a I'm tired of the white man. We need to get rid of
The FBI man who listens into me all the time really just must be like,
around me unfamiliar. Now, yes, I do have a tattoo that says F whites. Yes, I am anti-white. Yes, I do not like white people. Yes, I do hate white people.
Now, there's a lot of weird things happening here, but perhaps one of the most bizarre parts is how he's uploaded to his channel videos of who I can only assume are his friends who are black, defending what he's doing and saying.
You know, the fact that Nuka Zeus has black friends that are willing to go on camera and defend him and just say he's doing what makes him happy. Cracker, please. Okay, if it was some white honky that you didn't know that wasn't your friend, you would be offended. But because he's your friend, you're like, well, he's got his issues,
Doing to himself makes him happy. This is who he sees himself as, who he sees himself as.
Okay, if we start letting people saying they're transracial, what's next? Trans-disabled? Transnationality? It's a slippery slope, man. We gotta draw the line somewhere. And I draw the line at transgender. You know, if you want to get plastic surgery to make your ears look like an elf or an alien, Did you believe you're an elf or an alien? Fine. You're not harming anyone. You're not being racist. You're just off in your own little special world, right? But that's different. I'm just saying, YouTube.
I have so many more questions. Now, in researching for this video, I found a post that was almost written sort of in defense of this guy. Guys, I have tried like 4 million times to read this, and there's no grammar, so just... This is really hard to read because there's no grammar, but I'm going to try anyway. Okay, let's go. I do think it's important to know that Rachel Dolezal and Nuka are two white people who believed they were black, acknowledged they were white at some point in their life, and committed themselves to being black. And that included addressing problems in the black community, which Nuka has consistently talked about black issues in the black community, and Rachel fighting in civil rights movements. What? How is this? What?
Exactly. Wait, what was that? Okay. Okay, if the transracial thing is going to become bigger and we're gonna... Oh my God, dude, no. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? No. How do we talk about it? How do we address it? Plain and simple, we draw the line. And how do we talk about it? It's simple, YouTube. It's very, very simple. Now, how would you feel if, honestly, and this is how I look at it, if the situation was reversed? How would I feel if a black person did this or an Asian person did this kind of crap? They believed they were white and tried to act stereotypically white, and they were injecting themselves to make their skin lighter. And, you know, personally, I'd be kind of offended. You want to call me a typical SJW? Fine. But I try to look at it from someone else's perspective. And, you know, if blackface is not allowed, then how is this okay? I don't... You can't make me understand this. Oh, fuck yeah. Thank you, kind sir. How about a Winston break, Bond? That sounds good, Fred.
Now play me down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Where? There it is.
Fucking pulled up. Went to go grab a cigarette, and I was like, motherfucker!
All right.
I forgot again.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I appreciate you sharing with me, man. Let's see. Do I got enough in this one to do it? Let's see how big that. Nah. There's this trick I do with my cigarettes. All right, this one's big. Got more flame in it. Yeah. There's this bar trick that I do with my cigarettes, and it's a cool trick. It's like an optical illusion, not trying to glamorize it or nothing, but...
I'm an optical illusion. Actually, I'm just a figment of the imagination. That's really here.
Yeah. But, oop. Fuck, I failed on that. That was horrible. Damn it. The flame in my hand did catch a little bit, like I got a tiny little fireball out of it, but that was still cool how I did that. It's more impressive like when your whole hand just and then the cigarette lights, but yeah. Okay, here's the thing of it. If you're a white dude and you have white guilt for what your ancestors have done and you want to ease that white guilt, start by not being a racist. Which is kind of hard to do sometimes because everything's racist, everything's sexist, everything's offensive. That's just the society we live in.
It don't matter what you said in the minds of someone, you are now dead.
Yeah, that's about the cold truth of it. I mean, it's summertime and we grabbing snow shovels because we got snowflakes. Ugh.
Movements. What? How?
And here's the thing of it. Here's the thing of it, YouTube. If you're joining civil rights movements and civil rights protests to fight for equality, and they ask you to leave because you're white and they feel uncomfortable with you being there, just say, hey, it's cool, man, I understand, and just leave, okay? Because they're going to be, and I'm not saying all, but there are some black people who feel uncomfortable when they see white people trying to fight for their movements. And you can't blame them for that. On top of that, you got people who are claiming to be disabled, trans disabled. When people out there who really are disabled just want to be treated like normal people. And you got people out there trying to make an attention seeker out of it.
Is this what? Oh my goodness. I mean, this post goes on to say that Nuka hates white people with a passion. He hates them so much he wants to murder them, and in turn wants to kill himself. Friends of his have made videos talking about how he really does believe he's black. His entire town knows who he is. He even made a video where he was mad that a white man was with a black woman in his neighborhood, and when a black woman told him she was married to a white man, he outright called her a race traitor.
Okay, so Nuka Puke gets mad because a black woman married a white man, and he's calling her a race traitor after the shit he's been saying on his so-called YouTube channel. Not to be racist, but that's the pot calling the kettle black. Instead of committing to being, okay, here's a thought. Instead of committing to being black, maybe Nuka Zeus should commit himself to a mental asylum, where the only injection he's getting is a little bit of booty juice and a nice comfortable straitjacket, like shh, 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 and a quiet padded mattress, you're like, shh, shh, it's gonna be okay. Shh, 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 shh. No, you're not black, you're white. It's okay. Shh, 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 it's gonna be okay. Shh, shh, there we go. There we go.
You're sleeping with the goddamn enemy. We need to be keeping our roots strong.
This is
Even Sydney Watson's trying not to laugh, dude. I'm just like, bro, who is this clown? Oh my God. You can't. Wow. But then again, when you think there's no way people could be pretending to be disabled and calling it trans disabled, but then again, that's not far from the truth, because you see idiots like Nuka Puke. And then he's sitting there going, I don't know why people are attacking me. I'm like, one, because you're doing the ultimate form of blackface. Two, you're talking about how you want to hurt other people. And three, you're being a self-hating racist. You're just all kinds of insufferable, dude. Holy crap.
It's just so bizarre. And I want you guys to remember, just remember, this guy is white. Now, this guy has made a lot of YouTube videos, and a bunch of other YouTubers have also reacted to him. So I will link some of those videos in the description box. But I have to be honest, after watching so many of his videos in order to make this video, I actually just feel like he's been through a really hard life and probably has a lot of trauma to go along with that. And I guess in a way, despite the fact that he wants to just, murder white people, I kind of feel bad for him. Oh, are you going to cry now? No, they removed my tear ducts in the cloning process. Now, I have to be honest.
Sydney Watson's sense of humor makes me chuckle. No, they removed my tear ducts in the cloning process. Honestly, I get that. I mean, yeah, even though Nuka Zeus is 10 degrees of insufferable, to some degree, you do kind of feel bad for him, because it's like you have to sit there and wonder, what kind of traumatic experience has he been through, or experiences has he been through that have led him up to this point? Maybe he gained more acceptance from the black community than he did the white community, much like when men can't compete in men's sports, so they try to be women to compete in women's sports. Oh, geez, that's way too far. No, it's not.
I blame bleach. There's probably something with bleach.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it, the fevers did.
This is funny. That's funny.
Initially, I thought people like Nuka Zeus were just not really a thing. People who legitimately believe that they are transracial and that they were born in the wrong body, but racially. And you know, on that level, a lot of you will already know stories about similar people, such as Rachel Dolezal, who is a white woman who successfully passed herself off as a black woman while having absolutely no African ancestry. Martina Adam, who randomly decided to become a black person because apparently you can just do that now. This guy's face is just... We can all relate, my guy.
The news anchor's face at 7 minutes and 39 seconds in the video, even he's just like, I don't know what to make of this. What?
We can all relate. You may have even heard about the white man who now identifies as a Filipino woman.
What? Even the look on Cindy Watson's face is like, you're joking, right? This can't be a thing. This just, why?
You know, I do believe that there are extraterrestrials out there, and this is the kind of crap that means they'll never hang out with us.
No shit. If there are aliens out there watching us right now, this is the kind of crap that's going to make them go, maybe another 1,000 years when humans stop being stupid, we can invade their planet in peace and just hang out with them. But right now,
But before you hit play, the face on the screen right now is kind of like, I'm looking at your soul to eat your face.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that.
I would. Because like, I'd like, I'm watching your soul.
But to be perfectly honest with
That's just the problem with people who have a certain shape of face, I guess.
It was mostly in the eyes.
you, this whole concept of being born in the wrong body, but racially, leads us into some weird waters, where I'm hoping someone will just hold my face under the water and drown me and be done with it, because what is even the point anymore? Nothing makes sense. And if I'm being totally honest, these sort of interesting topics are the kind of thing you can talk about if you want to on slug.com, who is the sponsor of today's video. Most of you know already that the major social media platforms like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and so on do their best to censor you and ban you and delete your posts. Personally, I'm sick of it. Let me post my memes in peace. Slug, on the other hand, is a free speech community, meaning that it is basically an environment where you can engage with people on all kinds of topics and ideas without the fear of being censored or banned. There are groups for Jordan Peterson fans, groups with memes, groups where you can discuss the culture wars. You get the picture. The website itself is 100% free. There's no advertising. And because it's run by a nonprofit, it won't sell your information. So if you like free speech and not being banned all the time, then click the link in the description or head over to slug.com/Sydney Watson and you can enjoy many neato discussion groups. Fantastic. Now, for starters, Nuka Zeus is not the only person to become black by using tanning injections. No surprises here, but I have found other stories where people have done similar things. In fact, in my adventures on the internet, I came to find that there are a lot of people who identify with races that aren't their own. And yes, almost all of this will make you cry inside. Like this girl who is Caucasian and Jewish, but identifies as an African male. Or this person who...
What the fuck is even that?
That is one of those.
One of those, yeah.
One of those.
One of those.
You know, I don't even know. Or this person who identifies as a Japanese atheist despite being Caucasian. Hi, I'm just calling to speak to Guantanamo Bay. Yeah. I'm ready to come in now. In saying all of this, there is a definite separation between people who believe they're another race and self-hating white people who want to be another race. You know, like the people who say things like, how can I cure my white guilt?
Here's the thing of it, YouTube. Hatred for others and hatred for yourself, when there's too much of it, you know, it can do some pretty shitty things. If you want to ease your white guilt, then don't be a racist asshole. Don't fight for fights that are not your fight to win. Be grateful for your privilege in society. And, you know, try to be humble about it, I guess. Injecting yourself with tanning solutions so you can become black to ease your white guilt because you hate being white so much. Yeah, the reason why you hate being white is because now it's politically correct to be racist towards white people because white people have been racist for so long towards other people. And really, two wrongs don't make a right. This is only going to continue this bullshit pattern that we don't need.
Now, looking into all of this, I also came across something called ethnic plastic surgery, which is exactly what it sounds, where people basically want to change their features and do change their features in order to appear less like their own race and perhaps even more like another. Which, I mean, honestly, if you can afford that, why the heck not? But then I found this. You don't have to look black to be black. But let's watch, shall we?
And my best.
Okay, so this older gal is mixed race. Even though she has black ancestors, she's white. Like, damn, she is white. Wrinkly and white. Like a plastic bag from the grocery store. And of course, she lives in a very small, tight-knit community, very rural area, part of the country. So she probably don't get out much to see the world. Probably spent most of her whole life in this backwoods town with nothing to do. So they invent things to keep themselves entertained. So even though she is mixed race, she thinks she's black, even though she doesn't have the skin tone. Again, I just watch the rest of the video here.
Friend, she took me to be white. She was shocked when I told her I'm not white. I am black. I am a black person. Most of them in this area goes as black. We've got maybe 2-3 families that considers themselves being white. But the rest of us in here, we consider ourselves being black.
Now, this woman told her child for the majority of her life, and still continues to tell her, that she is black. And obviously by adulthood, her daughter had completely decided that this was not the case. But here is the best line of this entire video.
But I am white. What black person has blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair complected and can hardly tan besides burning? I'm white.
You don't have to look black to be black.
Correct me if I am wrong.
What? Genetics. So that mixed race older gal said literally that you don't have to be black to look black. Really? Really?
Wrong here, but isn't one of the main points of being black looking black?
Exactly. You can't just claim to be black just because you have some ancestors. If you're white, then you're called mixed race. Duh.
I know she don't look black, but she has got black in her. She's right. She's got a lot of different kind in her. But I am her mother. I stand on the black.
Won't lie, feeling a little confused. What's been genuinely so funny to me about reading the comments on Nuka Zeus's video and also this video is how people are saying that this woman looks albino and how it's absolutely fine because she's sticking to her convictions. And again, I don't understand how this guy and this woman can claim to be black, and apparently that's totally fine, but it's cultural appropriation when I put my hair in braids.
Well, it's because, like we discussed earlier on the live stream, putting your hair in braids was started by African cultures. Putting your hair in dreads was started by Vikings and Hindus. And the culture is integrated, and that's how we have different hairstyles. That's how ideas and concepts evolve. It's called cultural evolution. But exactly, I get it, but at the same time, I don't get how if wearing braids in your hair when you're white is seen as culturally offensive, but injecting yourself to look black isn't. I mean, like, literally, Nuka Zeus is doing the ultimate form of blackface. And nobody sees a problem with it because he's transracial. You call him out on his racism, and you get called a transphobe. It's ridiculous.
I just want to know who made these rules of engagement.
No shit.
Who did this? What's been really interesting to me reading the comments and reading about this topic and watching these videos is how deeply it appears that Americans care about race. Like, no offense, guys. I live here. I love you. I love living here. But it feels like this absolute perpetual interest in race is completely ingrained in American culture to the point where people almost wear it as a badge of honor to not be considered white. And I guess I'm an outsider, so I don't understand it. Based on lineage alone, the woman in the clips we just watched is mixed race or biracial. But lady, you look white. Your kids look white. You're basically the same shade of pasty as me. So on that note, I'm genuinely confused by all of this, and I have absolutely no doubt that as we continue down this road of stupids, things like the transracial debate will inevitably keep coming up, and we will probably keep seeing more of this. But for now, I am deeply confused, and it's good to know that we're all deeply confused together. Now, before I open the floor to you, this is just a reminder that you can check out a free speech community, slug.com, using the link in the description or typing into your search bar, slug.com/Sydney Watson. Now I open the floor to you. What do you all think? What do you make of being transracial? Is it real? Are these people insane? Where's the line when it comes to identity and race? And what do you generally make of this issue overall? As always, if you like the video, hit subscribe and the thumbs up button. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. Just be respectful about it. And I will see you guys next time.
Hell yeah. I got a sneeze stuck in my nose. Oh, that's a weird feeling.
Grab pepper.
Oh, we got a donation here right as it came into chat. Josh, curb stomps. What the fuck ever, dude.
I'm gonna slide right by you.
All right. What do I make of it? I think these people are fucking insane. That's what I think. If you claim to be transracial, you're a fucking nut job. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I draw the line. If you're transgender, you're over the age of 18, and you want to change your you know, your way your outside looks so you can feel like the inside, that's your choice. Excuse me. However, that's where I draw the line. You want to get plastic surgery to make your face and your ears look a certain way because you believe you're an alien or an elf or whatever, you know, go for it. But, like, I draw the line at being transracial. That's just sheer delusion. And here's the thing of it. No matter how you feel on the outside or on the inside, you know, no matter how you feel on the inside, you can change the outside, but you can't change the inside.
So I noticed something.
What's that?
Went over to the comments on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Not all the comments are showing up on your feed up there.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I don't know about that.
Because there was a one from Annan Plebeian.
Yep, thank you for the £2 donation. He says, can you send a wand to Scotland? Will it pay shipping? I'd have to check with the post office first.
Oh, there they are. And then, what's up, Gothic Metalhead?
Hell yeah, thank you for the £2 there. Hi, Darflinian Cobes. Hell yeah. Yeah, I disagree with the whole transracial thing because it's a very slippery slope. Because if you let people slide with being transracial, next thing you know, we're going to have trans nationality, trans disability, and no. Ken Jennings, thank you for the 199. Please shout out my girl L. I see what you're doing there. You're a troll. You're gonna get hidden from my channel. But anyways, tubes, thank you for watching this video response. And fuck racism. I'll catch you later.